Stephen, to get back to the defense briefly, Pete Golding coming into his fourth season as defensive coordinator. I see a lot of things on social media in regards to the fans' lack of contentment, satisfaction about the performance of the defense. What would be your assessment and basically Golding's approach to defensive football?
I'll say this. I think he's actually improved each season. Of course, Alabama fans, when you have Kirby Smart for so long, and when you had Jeremy Pruitt for so long, and you saw what both of those two did, of course, they want to see, shutting everybody down. Don't have nobody score. Don't have nobody move the football. But we're in a different age in college football where it all suits the offense. It all fits the offense. You can't hit the way you want to hit anymore, or you're going to get called for targeting. You can't play the way you want to play anymore. All the rules and regs and things of that nature, it suits the offense for the offenses to be successful. And when you look at Coach Golding, he's been in here going on his fifth year because he came in 2018 as a co-DC with Taj Tapoy. But 2019, Pete Golding's first year as the primary defensive coordinator, people forget Alabama had a lot of hope in Dylan Moses and Joshua McMillan being the two starters. They both got hurt. You lose both of your projected starting linebackers in fall camp. So Pete Golding goes from knowing who he has to coaching two freshmen. You have to take two young men and Christian Harris and Shane Lee and train them for a role that you thought Dylan Moses and Joshua McMillan was going to have. That's a whole different perspective for Pete Golding to do. And even with that, Alabama still would have had a chance to get to the national championship if not for, of course, an injury to Tua Tagovailoa against Mississippi State, him hurting his hip in that game. So people kind of forget what Pete had to sort of endure first getting into the door here. And then 2020, Dylan Moses wasn't the same coming back from that knee injury, but Golding was able to navigate through that, and you get to the national championship, and you win as an undefeated national champion. I mean, of course, last season, Pete, after the Texas A&M game, this defense was playing with its hair on fire, playing well against LSU, had good moments there in the Iron Bowl against Auburn, played really well against Cincinnati. The halftime score against Georgia in the national championship game was, 9-6? So, I mean, Coach Golding, for the most part, I get it. He's not Kirby Smart. He's not Jeremy Pruitt. But at the same time, he's not god-awful. He has made strides each and every year. Now, of course, where I want to see him take that jump is developing more blitz packages into his schemes. He likes that inside linebacker blitz where you blitz both guys into the A-gap. But can he get a little bit more of those packages where he's disguising them well and he's able to hit home with a lot of those blitz looks, those pressure packages? So that would be my area to see Coach Golding get better at and get more refined in. And that's possibly the reason why Coach Saban has brought in Todd Grantham as a defensive analyst, because if anybody knows how to hit home on a quarterback, it would be Todd Grantham during his time at Georgia as a DC, Florida as a coordinator, Mississippi State, and of course Louisville, where he had a heyday hitting quarterbacks, creating interceptions, and making non-offensive touchdowns. So I think Golding has made strides. I think Golding has made a ton of improvement from the first year he's been here. It's just when you are an Alabama fan and you've grown used to seeing Kirby Smart and Jeremy Pruitt in a different age of football, you want that still carry into this new age of ball. And it's hard when everything fits the offense.